If you're struggling to attract women in your life, well, the first and most important thing you want to do is just raise your value. Now, I know this isn't easy at first because you found yourself in situations where you've talked to women, someone you've liked, and you have fumbled your words. You've been very anxious. You've come across as needy. And then when the conversation's over, she doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't text you when you get her number. She doesn't really respond. And it's very frustrating because you have interest. You're showing that you want to get to know the person, but they're always like, no, that's just too much for me. What you got to do is you got to raise your value and you have to learn how to sell yourself. So, when it comes to sales, when you're presenting a product, you want to make sure you present it in a way where it has value, the features are attractive, and the person's going to buy from you. That's why I believe you should learn sales because sales will give you an advantage when it comes to women because you're going to learn about indifference. You're going to learn about rebuttals. You're going to learn about objections. And when those same behaviors come from a woman, you'll know how to pick yourself up, how to respond immediately, and how to keep on moving forward. Another positive thing about sales is you're going to be able to deal with rejection. So let's just say a woman's not interested in you. We're going to realize right away, okay, there's plenty of women out there and I can deal with rejection a lot better. So if one woman says no, someone else says no, I know eventually I'm going to get to that yes. That's why selling yourself is important because if you can learn to be you without having to come across as a needy guy, without being somebody who's fake and who seems like they don't know who they are. It's very important because she's going to realize, okay, this guy can be himself. He's not nervous. He can just have a normal conversation and you're indifferent. So she can't really read your emotions because you're very even keel and you're just easy to talk to. That's why you want to learn about selling yourself. Another important aspect of raising your value is your talents and gifts. What are you good at? You should be focusing on your purpose and your career. And if you're not focusing on the things that will make you more income, that will make you a better man, that will build out skills for yourself, you're doing this all wrong. Because remember, you're the man, you're supposed to be the provider of the household. So when a woman comes to you, you should be on your grind. You should be working hard. You should be pursuing things and be excited about your life. There should be stories you can share. You should have adventures and different hobbies. And when you have that type of lifestyle, she's going to be attracted to you because you're very interesting. You're not always available to her 24/7. You have a lot of great things going on. You have goals that you're accomplishing. And she wants to be a part of that. Why? Because you have a lot to offer. So when you have talents and gifts, make sure you work on them on a consistent basis, week in and week out. Don't neglect the things you care about. Make sure that when you're working on something, you're really putting your time and effort. Obviously, a relationship is great, but if it gets in the way of your purpose, then you need to reevaluate this whole situation because remember, you're the breadwinner. You want to provide for her, you want to take care of her. And if you're not focused on things like your purpose, your mission, and you're not doing those things on a consistent basis, well, she's not going to be attracted to you because she wants to be with a man where she feels safe. She feels that you're going to provide. She feels that you can really take care of her. And if you can't meet those needs, then she's going to look for another guy who can. So whether you're in the industry of sales, you're in marketing, you have a YouTube page, you podcast, you're a fitness trainer, whatever you are doing, make sure you're consistent at it day in and day out. The reason why you want to have a productive life and somebody who's busy is because when she's not available, you're not needy. And when you have something to bring to the table, well, she's going to be attracted to that because you have value. You have something you can share. That's why you want to raise your value. You want to get better as a man. You want to build these things on a regular basis so you have something that you can share with the woman you care about. And another way you can raise your value is just talking to women. It's just really simple. Be yourself. Even if it doesn't end up in a relationship, you're not disappointed. You're not too low. You're just like, okay, it wasn't meant to be, and move on to the next woman. Talk to 3 or 4 women at the same time. You don't have to be in a relationship with them. You can hang out with them without being committed right away and you can figure out which one you like more, and that's perfectly understandable, especially when you're in the dating phase where you're not looking for a marriage or you're not looking for that right away. You're trying to figure out if they're compatible, if they work out for you, if you both can get along, if you can establish a natural friendship and it can build off of that. Don't rush it. It's okay to just get to know people without having to feel like I got to be in a relationship with you. And if you go with that approach, you're going to find somebody who actually wants to be with you, who actually wants to spend their time with you. And it's going to be very natural. When I met my wife, it felt very natural to me to marry her, right? It just did. And whether you believe in marriage or not, that's, beside the point. I'm just saying that when you talk to somebody that you care about and it's very natural, that's a good sign she's going to stick around. But don't be afraid at the beginning of that stage to talk to a lot of different women. It's okay. You're good. As long as you don't have bad intentions, that you're not trying to use them, go for it. It's okay to have these conversations and figure out who's going to work best for you and who's not going to work best for you. I want to leave you with one last thought. Don't compare yourself to other men's success with women. Listen, there's a lot of guys out there that seem like they got it all together. They've got the money, they've got the women. It seems like their life is perfect. Don't worry about them. In fact, I challenge you to not be so consumed with social media. I'm barely on Facebook. I'm barely on Instagram. I don't keep up with everybody 24/7. When somebody gets a house or they get something new in life, I'm happy for them. But my path is my path and their path is their path. So when it comes to other men achieving success with women, don't worry about them. You have your own path to carve out. You have your own journey. You're going to fumble sometimes. You're going to make mistakes, but continue to get back up, raise your value, and you'll find the person that cares about you. I can promise you that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you guys should go check out my other video where I talk about how to kill the nice guy energy. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Love to hear your thoughts on how you're raising your value as a man in order to attract more women. And I'll see you in the next one.